Right, welcome ladies and gents to a quick rundown of all the figures that I could find for Alien Earth ratings. Now, I haven't been able to find a whole lot because there actually isn't a whole lot available, but from the information I've managed to sort of compile together, I thought we'd just take a whistle-stop tour of the ratings and see whether it is likely to go ahead for renewal and just whether the ratings were good or bad, I guess. There'll be probably a more concise rundown of the ratings in the coming months, and that's only because, well, it should appear on the Nielsen charts, and there should, again, I'm using should a lot, but I would imagine it will appear on like Samba TV and things like this. But I think one of the take homes is that there wasn't really a whole lot touted about this show. So whether you like or dislike the show, there's not been a whole lot thrown out around it. So let's take a look. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Do turn those bell notifications on. And so I think first things first is basically there's this website called Cancel Sci-Fi. And they look at whether a sci-fi show, funnily enough, it's likely to get cancelled based on ratings and figures and things like that. And so the first thing we can sort of see, the first indication of how good this show is doing was on August 20th, where they threw up basically the intro ratings to this show, the intro figures. And it is interesting, right? So Alien Earth, as they say here, status, renewal possible. And they say this show pulled in a 0.11 rating based on same-day viewings for the 18 to 45 demographic, with 589,000 total viewers for its premiere episode on FX, and then the second installment of its double episode debut had a 0.07 rating in the demo, with 380,000 total viewers. So not great, because that dropped off quite a lot from intro episode to the second episode, which is a bit weird, but okay. But they say that those are decent numbers for a basic cable entry. So this is like the live viewing on FX or Hulu. But not spectacular for such a highly anticipated premiere. But according to Disney, the premiere had 9.2 million views on Hulu and Disney Plus across its first 6 days. So overall, it does look like the show is off to a strong start. Though we'll have to see if the numbers drop off with the second episode once the curious onlookers are filtered out. Well, I mean, they did drop off from the second episode, to be fair, because we had that in the same day. Now, 9.2 million viewers. It is important to note that 9.2 million viewers across Disney and Disney Plus and Hulu is worldwide, not Hulu, but worldwide for Disney Plus at the very least. And they calculate their views based on like runtime divided by like a certain statistic, so whether that's good or bad, who knows? But the second sort of installment of information came September 10th, right? So again, just scrolling through, specific to Alien Earth, they say this show has improved to a 0.10 rating based on same day viewing for the 18 to 49 demographic. So the second episode had a total of 0.7 or 0.07, sorry, and then the subsequent episode 3 had a rating, like an actual rating of 0.10. But the viewership, which is often what people call ratings, because that is actually what is considered to be a rating. It's different terminology for different things, but whatever. Was 361,000 total viewers for its fourth episode. For its fourth episode. Where was the third one then? Okay, never mind. We've not seen the streaming numbers for the show yet, but those will be available next week. And I'm still thinking this one is a good bet for renewal, which probably is going to be. So if we're looking at that as a comparison, 380,000 viewers for episode 2 between episode 1 and episode 2. It dropped off again. Did drop off again, so it's still not spectacular. And then September 17th, we have Alien Earth enters the Nielsen streaming rankings. So we'll just go specific to Alien Earth just because it's interesting to take a look at. The Nielsen streaming rankings finally caught up to the premiere week of the show. So Nielsen views are like a month behind, basically. There's a month delay. So it's very, very difficult to get an overall picture of the ratings for Nielsen, which tracks Disney stuff as it's happening. It's always behind. Always behind. And we're still pretty behind on that. And I don't think we're going to get it all yet anyway. It's going to be a little while. But it said this. It placed that number 7 slot with an estimated 464 million minutes viewed. Which is quite good for Hulu. Now, that should be just Nielsen stuff in the States. So when they say 9.2 million worldwide with 464 million minutes watched just in the States, I can probably believe that. So it is just for Hulu as well. So I don't know. I think that could be quite good. As far as the linear numbers, last Tuesday's episode improved to a season high of 0.12. So in terms of the actual numbers and the sort of feedback on it, it was going up. Now that's based on same day viewing for 18 to 49 demographic with a total of 468 total viewers. So it actually went up in viewership as well. So this one appears to be on track for a second season renewal. And they would imagine the announcement is around the season finale, but that obviously didn't happen. And then we'll close out, right? So this is the sort of final figures that I could find. Again, there are just no numbers for this anywhere. It's so hard to find. But as it says this series slipped to a 0.07 rating based on same day viewing for the 18 to 49 demographic with 478,000 total viewers for its season finale on FX. Now that is a low point for the ratings in the demo, but the total viewers actually went up from last week. It remained in the Nielsen charts, but slipped to the number 10 slot with an estimated 326 million minutes watched. Now that's quite a lot less. That is quite a lot less. These numbers are not quite as strong as Disney might want, but could be enough to get the show a second season. However, fans may want to make some noise on the social networks to help give this one a boost. So, is this show a success? Like, objectively, you know what? I actually don't think it is. Like, I just don't actually think it's a relative success based on the amount of money that they poured into it. This, made no mistake, this would be expensive. Obviously, whether you think it looked expensive or not. It would be expensive. Absolutely. And it sort of dropping down and down and down. The ratings are actually not great, right? Are they absolutely horrendous? No. But, I mean, if I was Noah Hawley, I would be expecting 20th Century Studios, FX, is it John Landgraf? As well as Disney to be having words with me to try and right to this ship. Because there's still an opportunity to come out on top, you know, in the next season. And I think it will get a next season. From what I'm hearing personally, it is looking like it will get a second season. It's just a matter of where it's going to be shooting. Whether it's in Thailand or whether it's in the UK. So, there you go. Are the ratings good? No, not really. Not really. But are they good enough for a second season? Barely. Barely. Let me know your thoughts down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.